All right, guys. So you can take this off if you just wiggle it and find its way. So it fits like this, that right there, so the ECM can get some air to cool off. This here, you have a filter in there. All you gotta do is pull it out and just lay on top over there. So I kind of broke the bracket. It's just like a little plastic thing that goes inside of there. See? It's just like a little prong and it goes inside of there. So, I mean, I didn't see that. If I would have seen it, I probably would have just, you could just like pull it off. See? You just gotta push it in, push it out. I didn't know. This is my first time working on this car, so if I would have known, it goes like that. You just gotta just pull it out. But I've seen a lot of videos where they can't take it out. This is the 2.4 Volvo I non-turbo. I think it's a 2004, if I'm correct. It's a 2004 2.4 I S40. So it usually sits like this and people can't take it out. I just wiggled it and wiggled it and wiggled it. Wiggled it and wiggled it and it came out. Boom. Done. I couldn't disconnect the ECM, PCM, whatever you want to call it, engine control module or powertrain control module, whatever it is, but I couldn't figure out how to disconnect it. So I didn't want to mess with it. And it was taking me a longer time to mess with that and to start the process of removing everything. So I've taken everything apart with this flathead. It was just a strap right here. Loosen it up, boom, comes off. On the side of that strap, right here, loosen it up. On the side of it, where is it? Right there. That's your MAF sensor. All you had to do was unclip it. That's it, just unclip it. And then pull it off from over here, like I explained earlier. It's just a rubber. Take these little hoses off, these little pieces. They go here, next to the box, and it connects to this. This one does. Excuse me, that one connects to this. And it actually has a Torx bit. The number to the Torx bit that it comes with is, and it has the magnet thing on it. Okay, there we go. It's sorry, T25. You can't see it, but I can. It's a little rusted. T25 Torx bit. Yeah, T25. All right, guys. It's a little magnetized, that way I don't lose it. For those of you who don't know what Torx bit is, it's the little star, which is Torx. And it is connected right here to that cone over there on top of the windshield. But all these 3, 1, 2, and 3 are connected to that cone with the Torx bit. All right, and you can just remove them all by hand. So once you remove it, now you're exposed to your thermostat. That's your thermostat housing. Okay, guys, that's your thermostat housing. You don't need to buy this unless it's cracked and you can see seepage. All you need to do is buy the thermostat on the inside. This is your lower hose. So there's one 8mm screw, 2 8mm screw, and then one in the back. So it's like a triangle. One in the back, 2, and then 3. Okay, 8mm screw. So you just got to get a little ratchet. Have that on standby with the 8mm. Okay, that's it. So in order to get to the back one, you have to remove this band first. All right, remove this band, pull this hose back. You can get to the third one in the back. First, have something to soak up a little bit of coolant. This car, I'm gonna show y'all something. Somebody was messing with it prior to me. I was letting out some coolant first, right? With the petcock. That there is the lower portion of your radiator. That's where it comes out of, but there's no petcock. You see, it's broken. You see that red thing? That's plastic. It's supposed to have like a little, I guess like something finger tighten it or finger unloosen it to let it drain out. Well, it's broken. So if that happened to yours, you see back there, that's another hose. Remove that lower hose, the little band on there, the flathead, and just let some out come out onto your drain pan. Simple, guys. All right, just enough to where this portion of the engine doesn't have too much coolant. Okay. All right, because when you take these off, coolant's gonna come seeping out. All right, let me take this off really quick. And you just, I'm gonna end this video here. Just put the thermostat back on there, back on the inside. The spring goes towards the engine. The little cap stays on top. All right, and let's see here. Just put everything back. Make sure you burp it. Fill it up to minimum. Here, min, max. Make sure it's on minimum, on code. But drop your vehicle first on level ground before you fill it up. Shake the car a little bit, bounce it up and down. Put your weight on the front of the hood here. You know, that way you can let some of the air bubbles come up and out of the engine, and leave it running and stuff. And you should be good to go. All right, but don't forget to put, you know, everything back together and connect everything before you put your coolant back and stuff like that. All right, guys. Let's see here. I already purchased my thermostat, so that's all I'm gonna do is just install it. The symptoms I was getting was after I purchased it, I drove it, and the heater gauge just pegged out to the hot. All right, and then the little triangle, I guess the warning sign said, you know, pull over safely. It gives you a little bit of time before it goes into limp mode. Well, luckily I was already in my driveway, so here I am changing out thermostat, guys. Fans are working, but so also, and the fan stayed on for like 2 or 3 minutes after I turned the vehicle off, and it did it every single time. So I know it's not the fans, so it has to be a stuck thermostat. All right, guys, be safe.